Still
Oh,
alive.
Brody.
Oh, Brody, of course. I can't believe we forgot about the
Sometimes
Brody.
I do forget Brody.
It's a good way of answering the distance that Blacklist could create in team fights, and with the help of his own passive, that could easily amplify the damage once they go all in.
Yes.
Man, this
Classic.
is a shopping spree for Sensui. He can pick up Bakito, Martis, Baksha. 3 great heroes in this composition. Not a problem at all.
Yep. I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Baksha here, just to really shut them down. But if they want to end this quick, they go Marcus.
Yep.
Martis or Baksha. Don't see it.
I mean, the world is his oyster, honestly, for Sensui.
Anything could, almost anything will work out here.
Yep.
Heck, better pick up a Guinevere. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, it would still actually work in the back line of Omega. Also with the book.
No,
Yeah, it's still the same.
Of
Still Baksha. Still a great answer for the Akai, even the sustain. So even for early game, you have more ways to outlast the lineup of Smart Omega.
I just want to say, right out the bat, after the draft has been laid out to us, as much as I want to see a game number 3, I don't think we are going to see it.
It's tough, yeah.
Unless a miracle coming up from Omega happens. This draft is just way too comfortable for Blacklist International.
Speaking with stats, experience, and results, looking at the same lineups and looking at the same possible ways, with the winning rate of this scored even by the advantage of having an X board, composition of Blacklist alone, in principle, as Wolf said, still remaining strong. So let's see how well Smart Omega goes and try to bounce back from this. But again, you said it could be an actual miracle if that happens.
One shot sometimes is all it takes for Omega to eke out an inch out of victory. And they've got only one shot now. A classic combo in an Akai and a Farsa. A little bit more modern take on the game today. Coming in from Blacklist. Let's see who's going to come out on top.
Game number 2, Smart Omega and Blacklist International focused on the junglers of these two teams. Now, a different way, we're looking at a faster position rotation from Blacklist, from the camp, and also their vision right away, eyeing on Ryota and Rebo.
Brody should be activated early for Omega.
Yeah.
So this is actually a step in the right direction where we want to summon the Filipino Savage in the gold standard. Going for the Rupture and Weapon Master as well. So this is really the right recipe for Omega. I wonder if they are going to be able to use it.
Yeah. And look at him, just you mentioned it earlier, we didn't get to see a lot of this earlier in game number 1, where Keller really taking it to Oheb duel-wise.
Adaptive penetration. Oh, have the advantage. Look at that. Oheb.
Wow.
Almost. Yeah, almost got takedown. Still a good hold from Keller right now, since we're looking for his inner
Sensui.
Oh, trying to walk around the turret, but he can only hold on so much. As expected, he gets taken out, but Sensui himself almost taken out there as well. So let's see if Blacklist International will continue taking more risks like that.
Good thing he has level 4 right away.
Yeah.
Completely sustaining that turret.
Yeah, if I was a boxer then and I didn't have Tortoise Puissance, I'd be like, please no. I do not want to die.
Oh my goodness. Ryota missed out on one EXP cannon. That's going to be very bad.
Oh yeah, that's
Turtle.
yeah, that hurts. That's a lot of gold already.
Yeah, missed. First objective though.
Oh, that's insanity. Oh, somehow it goes into the hands of Chapnu. Yakai gets it. Edward really low, and somehow Omega are fighting away. What a sequence by Omega. You mentioned a miracle, Wolf, and that was near miraculous how they pulled that off.
That's the Akai roper that got the turtle. Then gets his ultimate up, and now he's ready. Oh, wait. Oh, Kelra! Look! Kelra lost one minion. That's a cannon that he wasn't able to get.
Yeah, he was speeled right away by Oheb with just few hits of the ball.
Yeah, and at the same time, I think Keller was also looking like that and thinking, this is kind of fishy. Someone might be rotating here to me. There wasn't, though. But you're going to understand the safety that Keller's thinking about as Keller and Adori are trying to stop Sensui. Bit of a taunt. Who gets this orange buff? Bad news for Omega's role here that they somehow found that Blacklist already pushing Keller back behind the first turret. They're gonna need Chap to help him out here. There comes the heavy spin. He's gonna be pushing back Renegade onto the wall, counter damaging onto Renegade, but Renegade gets the flicker away. Shaknu and the rest of Omega help their gold laner to hold on to that tower.
It's finally good to see a Nakai roam. In what season that we last saw this choice? And it's completely going well, slowly for Chaknu, forcing something out from Renegade and even from the members of Blacklist in smoother going in rotations.
Well done coming out from Blacklist as they wanted to go to be aggressive and they did. However, Omega stood their ground and Andoryu able to keep his toes up as well. He's now a little bit leading. I believe that he does have a little bit more gold over his matchup.
Yeah. Topside, Andoryu and Ryota.
Edward gets the gold, the coin.
Well, they're trying to take away the Faraga armor. Yeah, they take it away, but yeah, Edward gets the coin.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's happy.
Yeah, he cooked that crab. Oh,
Yep.
now I'm hungry.
completely.
I've got the flicker away. He didn't get to do that. It would have been bad news for him. Rebo already with a feathered airstrike, but he gets stunned. The stun coming in from that gourd, but it's the torn apart memory. Take it away, Haji.
Haji was looking for a way to burst that down, but the strength and even the armor of Omega from that point was too much for that burst alone.
Oh, Chaplin needs to be careful here. Sensui rolling down. Oh, Chaplin is gone at this point. No flicker with him, and he's not going to be able to get away. Omega get the turtle, but they lose the rover downside. And Keller still trying. Oh, the torn apart memory. Renegade and Oheb are low on Keller. Is Keller actually going to try and get close to it? No, he said too risky. But this is the Filipino Savage with a savage performance right now in lane.
There was a follow-up though on Dario and Sensui.
Oh, somehow Sensui's gonna get found out. Rebo with a feathered airstrike. Sensui still one more hit. Oh, he survives. Todd, Smacker brings his wrath, but Haji finds Rebo in the back. A trade. Sensui falls, but Rebo falls as well.
Absolutely a good trade for Omega. I mean, Rebo was taken out for sure, but Haji was just too focused on taking out Rebo that he wasn't able to defend his teammate. They would have gotten away better if Sensui had gone out and maybe Haji was taken out. But imagine what Blacklist lost. They lost their jungler, the backshot that needs to snowball, and they also lost the turret down bottom to Kelra, of all people. And we were talking about how important it is for Omega to summon the Filipino Savage.
Yeah.
And there he goes. One kill for Kelra. Now switching lanes up top. He is activated now.
And Omega have done what we prescribed from them earlier. Make sure your mid rotation is fast and can support Kelra, and they've done just that.
Yeah, speaking of doing something good, look at that. Projectiles just hit on Chaknu. A lot of vision checks that the gourd alone can do. But just by the items we're looking on our screens, how much poke? I see so much cooldown reduction being built here by Blacklist International. 2 members in already, also with the slow wolf.
Yep.
Oh, action down bottom. Ryota goes in. He finds Oheb, but Oheb going to be able to slide, tackle on out of there. Then Chaknu gets suppressed. Divine Judgment interrupts the heavy spin. The feathered airstrike not enough to reach Oheb, and he's trying to chase after Oheb. Chaknu, and then Chaknu's going to fall, but it's going to be a trade. Sensui for Chaknu, and here comes Ryota. Look at Ryota's trying to delay the members of Blacklist International for Keller and Omega. But now here comes Edward from behind. His Faraga armor will not hold. It gets interrupted the last insanity. Already forced to use the flicker to get on out of there, but that's going to be Renegade interrupted with his recall as well as Andoryu pushes forward, and Omega somehow they lose the trade though. They lose the trade, but who's gonna get the purple buff? And it's still Oheb. Appraiser's Wrath, it hurts. Blacklist are forced to go back just a little bit.
My God, unlimited clashes and skirmishes from both Omega as well as Blacklist. Blacklist get away with 2 kills to 1, but that is still Sensui. And it all, if you think about it, Omega might be happy because of that. Because now they transition into taking the purple, then the turtle. So even when it's a 1 for 2, Omega's very happy. They even got the turret in the mid lane. So.
Conceal player, Renegade and Haji. Oheb close to there as well. Oh, you're going to be going in already. Heavy spin onto Oheb, right under tower. Ryota looks like he's not going to be able to enter just yet. Rebo with a feathered airstrike. Chaplin brought really low, but Oheb is holding on. Here comes Edward from the back. Last insanity takes out Chapnu, and it takes out Gunner. No! The flicker! Torn apart memory, but here comes the Zen Master. Sensui takes out Kelra. 3 down from Omega. Only Edward falls on the side of Blacklist International. International. And they're not done yet. Sasui finds Andorio again. He's going to be able to get away, but Ryota is helping him out. Ryota looking after Oheb. Is he going to be able to take him out? The execute of the Terizla does. And Andorio still alive, but the pull from Ren and Jay onto Ryota and the lifesteal. What the heck? How did he hold on that long? Andorio gets taken out by Haji. Sensui gets taken out by Rebo. Fight forever. Omega and Blacklist International.
A series of team fights, a tug of war at hand, and Blacklist slowly get an advantage from that team fight, Wolf.
Here, it's Haji. It was Haji's game. The Royal Rumble favored Blacklist International because of Haji. First, he was the one that stunned the members of Omega when Chaknu went in for Oheb. Oheb survived first because there was no one to follow up Chaknu after that dash because of the delay coming up from the projectile of Haji. Then Rebo wanted to go for the Predators, like almost taken out Oheb. But Haji was there once again with the ultimate. Then he lands another stun, and another stun, and another stun. And in the end, Blacklist came up on top. Haji is the MVP of that clash.
5-1-1, KDA. The Gord, the Haji of Blacklist International.
The security gourd.
Security Gord, yes, correct. And having a complete advantage on AoE, even the area of responsibility of the burst, is a lot of way of bursting potential against Smart Omega. But they're not too far gone. Even with a small lead, they're slowly building up to have more sustain to hold ganks like this.
Oh, the flicker! Heavy spin forward. Sasui's gonna get pushed back. Are they gonna be able to take down the juggler of Blacklist International? No, they won't. Feathered airstrike already committed. Here comes Renegade with a flicker divine judgment. Oh! You know, Reaper, but Ryota with the entry. Is the damage gonna be there? They don't have their Farsa. And there's the Filipino Savage with a kill onto Sensui. With all that after only one falls open on Andorio! The Brazer's wrath is felt by Oheb. Omega have control on this Lord. And who is gonna get it? Edward. Is he gonna lose his frog armor? Yes, he is. Omega holding on. Blacklist only has 3. Renegade, Haji, and Edward. Can they somehow pull off a miracle? If Chapter didn't start it off, that could be the divine judgment. Immortality pop. Chapter going down here means a push wouldn't be that great for Omega. Omega gets the Lord, but they lose their tag. And here comes Ryota again. Smart apart memory. Not gonna be enough to take anyone down. And Ryota, the execute, takes out the immortality of Edward's X-Borg break. Because here comes the Lord.
My goodness. What a play coming up from Haji, flickering sideways with the Mystic Gush available. And that actually aided their team to get out. Kelra missed the jump. Instead of jumping into Haji for the stun, he actually hit the lizard. Nevertheless, Omega still gets the Lord. Blacklist International only losing the immortality afterwards.
Yeah. We were looking at the draft of Smart Omega earlier. A miracle was the one that we were hoping for to make this lineup work. But that backline penalty zone of Ryota alone, the catch of 4 members of Blacklist International, gave them so much zone out to secure that objective. And they forced out their last insanity onto Edward.
Oh, that's big. That's big for Omega right now, Wolf.
100%, because now they have the map control. We're talking about the aggression. Look at them go with the conceal play.
They have flickers. Ryota doesn't have this just yet. Oh, I feel like it would have been better if they waited for Ryota's flicker to be off cooldown before they pulled that conceal.
That's right. And speaking of waiting, I think that Omega has been miraculously winning the team fights despite them not waiting for their ultimates to be up. Imagine, Ryota has been landing good ultimates with the penalties, all right? But there wasn't any follow-up, but they somehow win still.
Yeah, this was the moment.
That
That 4-man penalty zone.
Man.
That forced Haji to go out of area of responsibility just by having the safety for his own self.
Oh, the Atoy army are looking at their general and says, "Nice one, General. We're so proud of you."
Atoy R. Ryota on that Terizla. BPZ. Deadly. Landings of that ultimate alone. Speaking of which,
he steals it. Andorio gets to steal away the purple buff of Blacklist. Needs to get away. Appraises Wrath and gets pushed back a bit. No, Edward! Last insanity! Takes out Andorio. A massive miscalculation by Omega. Edward's fire stakes pulling back Andorio just enough.
Exactly. And you know what happened? When Andorio wanted to go for the play, he actually hit a lot of members of Blacklist, but again, no follow-up. Because of who? Haji, once again. The Mystic Projectiles. just becoming so much on point. It now acts as a way to stop the follow up. It's like it cuts off the response coming from Omega. It cuts off the team 2 for Omega.
Yeah, with that, to add more on how they would want to initiate team fights. So hold up, thoughts and Sui, Red Bar.
Oh, Renegade. Oh, with the Divine Judgment Flicker. He finds Chaku, heavy spin. Not going to be the follow-up, but here comes Rebo with a feather airstrike right out of zone. Oriota trying to go in, fighting something. Edward brought really low last insanity. Forced out just to get out. Breathe again. No one gets taken out. Wow.
The nature of the ultimates of Omega's composition. Once they commit, one Chaku's commit, it's just the goal time for Omega. But if they lose the distance that Blacklist International is creating, that's just game over for them. Either they want to survive the tug of war or they sustain the fight.
Ryota brought really low. Chaku goes in with a heavy spin. No, he doesn't have it just yet. He got canceled apparently, but Chaku falls. A miscalculation from Omega or a great counterplay by Blacklist. A kill under the guard. And again, Ryota with a massive penalty zone. Is it enough? Edward goes in. Last is penalty. Finds two. Flicker. Kelra, Repo, or low. The Lord goes to. Ooh, gets it. It's Blacklist. Satsui gets it. Adoryu with heroics. Adoryu with a double kill. But somehow, Blacklist are the ones to walk away with the Lord.
Unbelievable from both teams even. Everybody's just playing so well. Blacklist International secures the Lord. And it's off of some heroics, of course. Blacklist International. Haji was already in a compromised spot, but he does have the Winter Truncheon. And all of a sudden, Omega's timing was bad. Edward with the jump with the flicker, almost taking out Kelra. Miraculously, Kelra gets out. I don't know how he did it, but he was able to stand up and get out. But for some reason, Blacklist International pushed back the members of Omega. And then Sensui keeps himself alive, gets the Lord, wins the fight for Blacklist.
We were talking about that earlier. How will you mind the gap? How will you even compensate for the missed ultimate? But Omega, with the sustain that they have right now, 15 minutes in, I think the tools that they have has more ways to even be utilized by the burst of Blacklist International. It's a great set. Oh, Sensui that got caught though.
It's a great high ground defense. Sensui takes a fair amount of damage. Don't march in. Chaku go in again with a heavy spin. He catches two. Oheb is down. Oheb is down. I repeat, the Filipino sniper has been taken out by Kelra himself. And somehow Omega walk away, only losing a turn in the bottom. And the mid turn only brought low. Ryota has flickered. Blacklist made the right call to get away on out of there. Chaknu from out of nowhere with a heavy spin. That was massive.
Condor is out for blood. For some reason, they're the ones being aggressive. They have to mind their minions, by the way.
Yeah, they're side lanes.
Their side lanes just pushing up and down.
Do they just like seeing the color red? Yeah. But I do. I mean, it's a pretty color.
It's a pretty call.
But yeah, this is the right call. Clear the minion waves. There you go. But I think it's such an Omega thing to do. To even think that, like, you know what? I think my opponents are just a little bit too far out. I want to try and take them out.
Yep.
And as long as they have this opportunity, just actually take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Edward being like very experienced going up against Omega, he did not completely back off. So we're gonna see it once again. It was definitely Chaku that landed the beautiful stun, and unfortunately Rebo is just way out of range, right?
Yeah.
I think that Rebo as well. I know that Rebo is a veteran, but kind of feels like Omega still is not that used to having Rebo in the lineup. Imagine if it was Etomax. I'm sure that they will be layering all their ultimates way better. But I guess some jitters between like having Rebo in the lineup for Omega.
Yeah, it hasn't fully gelled yet.
Yeah,
like
there's
connection with Chapman.
There's just always a test on how the day one would actually go with this kind of lineup. And for a start, it's not so bad. And it's just it needs a little press. It needs a little heat to even be glued to that place. So if that happens, I think Omega could have a strong lineup if they go up against such a strong team as this. So with this kind of situation, 18 minutes in, a few of a gold lead right now is with Black International. A make or break, but looking for answer the right setup, they need to respect Omega's strength right now. They just keep on doing that. Few minutes ago.
Chaco and Rebo, Akai and Farsa, this combination, a massive setup, 2, 3, distance right, timing right, can change the game for the better for Omega. For Blacklist, they are in a comfortable spot here, but it is still too close to call. Still too close. Someone gonna pull the trigger just yet. A lot of damage with Ryota. Fire Snakes pulling him back. Ryota already forced me the penalty zone. That is a desperation move if I've ever seen one. Renegade with a flicker. Divine Judgment conceal. They have taken down Kelra. Last Insanity. Bang! Agent Zero finds Kelra, but Adoryu gets the Lord. Will that be enough? Those heroics. Haji is chasing after Jaknu. Look at Adoryu face 4 members of Blacklist and hold on. He's trying to get something for the team, but no. Omega have to defend 5v2.
Amazing takedown onto Kelra. By the looks of how Jaknu wanted to have an advantage to push back Haji, they chased each other back in the bottom lane, and to think that the damage would be enough.
Renegade with a Divine Judgment. Feathered Airstrike, just trying to buy time so he survives. The immortality has been popped, and so has the Terizla.
It's too much. It's too much for Smart Omega. 2 members left to defend, Rebo and Kelra. Still winning waves though, but they want to clear more of the path right now. 19 minutes. How is this going, Wolf?
Oh, Renegade with the plays. That's the guy who's able to snag Kelra. And of course, Edward knew exactly how to use the X-Borg against a hero that has immortality. So what you do is to wait for, of course, the immortality to pop, and then pop your ultimate as well. Time your ultimate with it, and that's exactly how Kelra died afterwards. Renegade with the plays. And then he gets the snag onto Ryota once again. Had it not been for Andoryu's heroics, this game would have been over because Blacklist will not have to deal with the Lord push. Coming up for Omega, the Lord spawning. But we stay here.
Yeah.
For Blacklist International.
Yeah,
My goodness.
And if that moment was missed by Andoryu, man, they really know how to stand their ground right here.
Blacklist, now they are on the precipice of getting a 2-0. This night is already flawless. Don't let it go, Blacklist.
Oh no, they spotted one Sensui.
Sensui brought really low there, taunt back by Andoryu. Brought down to 65%. Both teams, you can feel the tension, you can feel the caution. It's still too close to call. But Blacklist International have a comfortable tower lead, and so far the team fights have been going their way. Whoever makes the first big mistake, whoever makes the first big move that goes right, they will be the ones to determine the victor of this game, and maybe even potentially the series.
How do you even break the momentum of Blacklist International right now? From that moment that we saw that objective take, you saw how Ryota actually pressed the ultimate right away for a way to escape his possible takedown from Blacklist International. And with the lineup right now, there's so much force that they can do to force out members of Omega.
Oh, concealed forward by Blacklist, concealed back by Omega. Kelra gets Divine Judgment and back by Chaplin with a pushback. Kelra gets taken out. No more marksman here for the members of Omega. Blacklist International have taken down 2. This is not good for the Barangay as the code breakers. Those who are truly top tier are on the cusp of victory, are on the cusp of a 2-0. I said only one goal remains. Break the base. Blacklist International, but here goes Ryota with a massive penalty. Oh, God! Adoryu! Is that enough? Oh, Feathered Airstrike. Force back the members of Blacklist. It's just Ryota. It's just Rebo. And somehow,
the base completely open for Blacklist. They're a few seconds away, and they've taken it. They've taken it in a dominating fashion. Blacklist wins with a 2-0 against the Barangay.
They've broken the base and they've broken the code of the Barangay. This winning moment is brought